After a record year for high water on the Mississippi, the river has drawn the attention from Senator Tammy Baldwin.
And News 8's Alec Giannakopoulos has details on the senator's plans to renew the locks and dams along the Mississippi.
Going into this year, the longest stretch the Mississippi River had been above 10 feet was for 45 days. That was in 1965. That record was shattered this year with the river at no wake levels for 90 days, which hurt many businesses that depend on the river for moving goods. Now, Senator Baldwin is looking to avoid that scenario again, pushing for more funding for locks and dams. Built in the early 1930s, the locks and dams that line the Mississippi River have helped reduce flooding for nearly a century.
It is showing some wear and tear.
Recently, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has focused work on repairing and maintaining locks, spreading themselves thin to fully maintain the dams.
We haven't been able to do the maintenance of those, the painting, lasting of the gates to keep that steel in good condition.
Having proper dams to help keep the river under control doesn't just help people enjoy the Mississippi, but it helps farmers sell crops after a hard year.
If you think about the corn grown in Wisconsin, the soybeans grown in Wisconsin, most of them use barges to get their products to market.
Senator Tammy Baldwin wanted to see firsthand how much additional funding may be needed to bring the lock and dam system up to date.
We're long overdue for making repairs, making upgrades, and that if we don't, it impacts commerce and certainly hurts our farmers in a year that they can ill afford to be challenged anymore.
Senator Baldwin argues funding for locks and dams will make them more efficient, possibly allowing for a lower river to help those who use it for shipping.
It's very important to have all of our fertilizer and nutrients for our fields and everything, and that comes up the river.
And after a hard year, farmers would appreciate any help they can get.
It's just been a tough year, and things kind of just get piled up on us.
The Wisconsin Corn Growers Association argued that more use of the river to export their crops could be efficient for them and the environment, as one barge can hold as many goods as 150 semi-trucks.
Okay, thanks a lot, Alec. The lock and dam system stretches from St. Louis, Missouri to Minneapolis, and all 29 were built in the same time period.